My mother was a diabetic and had very severe complications later in life, and I know how many times she was admitted to hospital and how many endocrinologists she saw and specialists she saw. If you've never lived with it, you don't realise how serious it can be. And as the only problem she never really had was kidney problems, but she had major eye problems. She ended up with gangrene in her legs and she was too sick to have a leg amputated, and that's what she actually died from. And having lived with that, I would say as long as it is controlled, you can lead a normal life, but you really do need to control your diabetes or it can have very serious ramifications. Well, HCF wrote to me and asked me if I would be interested, and I've had a lifelong weight problem since I probably had my first child when I was in my early 20s, and I've tried all sorts of things before, and I thought, well, this sounds like it's medically based, not just something that you see in the supermarket. So I thought I'd give it a try. I didn't think I had anything to lose and only things to gain, so I thought I'd try. She hadn't ever heard of it before, but I took up the brochure, the paperwork that HCF had sent me and the forms that she was required to sign, and she was very enthusiastic. Well, I've lost about 20 kilos, and I said I would like to lose another 10 to 15, so I'm hoping to work on that soon. I've probably been that now for 4 to 5 months, since Christmas, which is probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Blood pressure went back down to, actually went down to 105/70, so my doctor took me off my blood pressure medication, and we're still monitoring. When I had my HbA1c tests, when I started the program, mine was the highest it had ever been, which was 7.2, went down through 6.4 and then went back to 5.8. And then my normal blood sugar reading, just the daily one, was down to 4.8. So that's when my doctor said she no longer considers me to be diabetic and just within the normal range. Well, the shakes obviously are a bonus, that you actually have a fixed item of food replacement to be taking, so you're not tempted to be trying all sorts of other things. And just the general literature, and okay, the template that goes on your plate as well, that was a very fixed guideline as to what your portion should be. And as I said, the book, I still regularly look at the book from time to time and check out, you know, how I'm going BMI wise and whatever. So I think those three, but decidedly the shakes certainly are a good bonus to start off with, good stimulus to get you going. Well, probably the archetypal statement, everything in moderation, and very, very aware of portions, and the fat and energy ratio are the two things that I regularly look at now for any product that I buy that's pre-processed. Always do the reading for the energy and the amount of fat that's in it before I buy it.
Great.
Really noticed big changes with my walking, because we live in a very hilly area, so all of our walks are on hills, and probably weekly we would extend the distance that we walked, and instead of puffing like a steam train after 2 or 3 weeks, I could comfortably walk up some of our hills, and now it's only the very steepest one that I feel that I puff on at all. And we've gone from probably about 600 metres walk the first week up to now about almost 4 kilometres a day. Contact you and say, how about us?